More like it. You look terrific.
Thank you. I wish that my mom could hear you say that. She went crazy when she saw what I was putting in a shopping bag to bring out here. I think she expected me to bring all kinds of lacy things.
I didn't even pack. Just threw some stuff in the car and drove up here.
Yeah, well, are you hungry? I know Ben stocked the refrigerator full of all kinds of things.
Well, I'm not really hungry. I could go for something wet. How about you?
Yeah, me too. Let's go see what... Oh, look at this. Champagne in 2 glasses.
Oh, look, it's from Ben. It says, room service up here isn't the greatest. So while you're waiting for them to show up, have one on me. That's great of him. You want to have some now?
Yeah.
Great. Take that with us. Toast to the first day of our honeymoon.
Okay, I just want a little bit. That's enough.
To the most important day of the rest of our lives.
Are you glad it's over? I mean, the ceremony.
Well, sort of, I guess. But I'll tell you, I will never be able to describe the feeling I had when we're walking up that path on Mike's arm. God, you look so beautiful, and all I kept thinking to myself is that she's mine. I mean, she's headed straight for me, and I just couldn't wait.
Yeah, I'll never forget a feeling when I was coming up the aisle. I had to keep remembering to do it just like we did at the rehearsal, because I was going to run up ahead of Mike and just run into your arms. I've had enough. Yeah, I know, but it tickles me up my nose. Anyway, I'm already lightheaded.
Listen, how would you feel about a moonlight swim?
I'd love it. But aren't there going to be people there?
Well, there will be at the main swimming hole by the falls, but there's this other special place that I know of.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It's right before you get to the falls, you know. A small pool of water. Not many people go up there because it's not really deep enough to swim in, but it makes it even more special for us. What do you think?
Well, sounds great. You know, I don't know why more people don't take honeymoons like this. They always go to those terrible commercial places.
Don't talk about what other couples do on their honeymoons. Not tonight. As far as I'm concerned, everything in the world is right here in my arms.
Oh, I guess I shouldn't have shown these to you, but I just couldn't resist.
Well, no wonder Henry Chamberlain was so anxious to get these out of Alan's father's files. I mean, if anyone ever found out some of the information on these letters, we could... Well, I guess I don't have to tell you what kind of influence these letters could have over him.
No, you don't. And I hope I don't have to tell you that this information is mine. So don't get any cute ideas about using it on Henry yourself.
Oh, I won't, I promise. Anyway, you know that I am a man of my word. Mm-hmm. I have my own keys to getting information.
Yes, well, if you breathe one word to Henry about these letters, you will ruin a little pressure play that I have in mind, and that would make me very, very angry.
Oh, well, we certainly wouldn't want to make Diane Ballard angry, now would we? Especially since it's taken to get us friendly again.
Exactly.
Oh, remind me to thank Alan next time I see him.
For what?
We're going to that wedding and giving you the night off.
Oh, I think I'd better put these in a safe place. Why don't you help yourself to another drink, Joe?
Oh, no thanks. I'd rather just sit here and fantasize about all the incriminating information you must have in that closet. Information that will be used at precisely the right moment.
Oh, now I'm sure that you have better things to fantasize about.
No, not really. See, there's no need. Now that you and I have buried the hatchet, become friendly again. Are you expecting... Oh, well, good. Let's not answer it, huh?
Joe, I have to find out who it is. Yes?
Diane, it's Alan. I'm sorry I didn't call first, but I thought if you weren't busy, we might work for a couple of hours.
Oh, that's what I like about your boss. So considerate.
We'll continue with part 2 of The Guiding Light in a moment. The Guiding Light. This portion is presented by Duncan Hines Cookie Mix for cookies with the warm and delicious taste of homemade. And by High Point Decaffeinated Coffee with the hearty, robust flavor to decaffeinate the ones you love.
Alan! Well, I thought you were going to the wedding and taking the rest of the evening off.
Hey, well, I did, but then I... Oh. Hello, Joe.
Yeah. Hi, Alan. Look, don't mind me. I was just leaving.
Well, are you sure? I'm sorry if I'm interrupting.
Oh, no, you're not interrupting a thing. Joe just came by for a drink.
Yeah. Thanks for the drink. It's exactly what I came by for. Well, good night. Talk to you soon, Diane.
I hope so. Excuse me.
I'm terribly sorry, Diane. I didn't...
Don't be silly. You know I'm just being friendly with Joe so that I can find out what he knows about the Chamberlains. Well, maybe I can prevent you from being blackmailed into buying another Jocelyn Electronics or
I
something.
hope you didn't say a word to him about that.
Of course not.
Good. Because that's my business, no one else's.
If you think that I am using Joe to try to find out any of your secrets, you're wrong. I'm just going to keep them yours.
I know, and I appreciate that. But Joe's a very clever man. Can't be too careful around him.
Oh, don't worry. I am very careful.
I thought I was, too, and then I realized that he'd withheld one of those taped phone conversations between Moreno and me and was blackmailing me to buy it before he sold it to Mike Bauer.
And who found all of the duplicates that Joe made and destroyed each and every one of them so that he would never be able to try anything like that ever again?
You did, thank goodness. And since we haven't heard from Moreno in several months, I can only assume that we don't have to worry about him either.
I told you it might take some time, but sooner or later this whole experience would be behind you for good.
Yes, you did tell me that, and I'm beginning to think you were right. And I can't tell you what a relief it is.
Of course, I don't understand his relationship with his mother.
It's a good relationship. The fact of the matter is that she's on assignment in Europe, and Philip is living with Jackie and Justin.
But Philip said that she was going to come home in the beginning of the summer, and then she canceled at the last minute. Don't you think it's the slightest bit odd that she... her son and go pursue a career in Europe?
Look, I'm going to have a little more wine. Do you want it?
No, thank you. You don't want to talk about this, do you?
No, I don't mind. It's just that it's rather a complex situation.
For instance?
Number one, it's not as if Elizabeth is leaving Philip with a couple of strangers. She was married to Justin. Philip does get some sense of security and permanence out of living in that house.
Well, maybe when he was the only child, but boy, you should have seen the look on his face when Jackie came out and Justin started fussing over her because the baby's about to be born.
Carrie, come on. It's only natural for Philip to feel a little bit threatened with the arrival of a new baby in the family, don't you think?
I agree, but he's not even a real member of that family, and it makes the baby even more threatening.
Something smells wonderful.
Ross Motler, you're changing the subject again.
Yes, just like you do every time comes anywhere near your growing up or your past, or for that matter, anything that happened to you before you moved to Springfield.
Well, I do you a favor, because I don't want to bore you to tears.
I'll be the judge of that.
Well, okay. Where should I start? I know, I'll tell you about my two favorite people in the whole wide world.
Who?
My mother's parents. My grandparents. They lived on a wonderful farm. It was small, but they grew everything there.
And that's where you learn to love plants and flowers, right?
Oh, I learned to love a lot more than plants and flowers. My grandmother taught me to love all living things.
Did you live quite a while with your grandparents while you were growing up?
Mm-hmm. And even after college, whenever I felt I was getting off the track or my priorities would get mixed up, I'd hightail it up to that farm, and boy, in a matter of a day, my battery would be recharged and I'd be back in the city ready to conquer the world. Ta-da! My cue to put the vegetables on.
Wait. Promise me that you will keep going about your family during dinner, please. What? Now, this is the third or fourth time you've had that strange, almost sad look in your eyes. I just can never tell what you're thinking.
Ross, look, I really think you try to analyze things too much.
Yeah, perhaps I do, but indulge me this once and tell me what you were thinking about while you were staring at me just now.
I was thinking what incredibly blue eyes you have. And how deep they are. I can almost swim in them. Oh, please, let me turn off that buzzer before it drives us both crazy! I am crazy. I'm turning it off.
Really glad you stopped by before the wedding so she could talk to you.
Yeah, I felt good about it, too, because I can't pretend.
You still have feelings for her? Tim, why don't you just say it? I know it.
I can say it, but I just don't feel like talking about it, especially here, and especially tonight.
Well, I do, so come on, sit down.
Trudy.
Come on.
Look, let's not get into some heavy discussion about Morgan, please.
I don't want to talk about Morgan, Tim. I want to talk about you and how you feel about
We
it.
have talked about it, and I'm going to tell you the same thing I told you then. Any feelings I have for Morgan are wrong, so I better stop before I hurt you and everybody else around me.
Tim, but what about you? Aren't you hurting yourself enough by constantly beating up on yourself just because you have special feelings for another person?
Well, that other person is married, so I better stop.
Yes, Tim, but at least you're able to have those
Look,
feelings.
I know you're trying to help, but let's just drop the whole subject, okay?
No, because I can't stand to see you constantly put yourself down, Tim. I bet half those people out there don't have a lasting relationship with each other. They're in and out of relationships all the time. 3 months here, 6 months there.
It's better than being hung up on somebody all this time, don't you think?
No, but it isn't. Look, you're going to get over your feelings with Morgan in time. But at least you're capable of having those feelings. And start feeling good about yourself. Come on.
You should major in psychology this fall.
Tim, nothing I'm saying has anything to do with psychology, and you know it. Tim, look, you're too special of a person to constantly be putting yourself down.
You're the special one. Thanks for saying it anyway.
Jack and I are going to go dance, okay, Nola? Sure. Come on.
May I take this empty seat?
Sure, why not?
My name's Wayne. I haven't seen you around here before. You go to Springfield U?
No, but I bet you do. I bet you play football or basketball or one of those things, right?
Right.
Yeah?
But I'm going into my last year of law school next month.
Oh.
And I may have to drop out of sports if I want to keep my grades up.
Oh, my name's Nola.
Hi, Nola.
Hi. Hi.
Hi.
Where are you from?
Los Angeles.
Oh, Los Angeles, really? Wow, I've always wanted to go there and take one of those bus tours to the stars' homes and stuff. Have you ever done that?
No.
No?
No, I just sold the maps on Sunset Boulevard when I was a kid.
Why?
Why? Well, all the other kids used to have newspaper routes. But I made a lot more money selling movie star maps. That's what I did after school and every weekend to make extra money.
I bet your dad was one of those self-made men, you know, and he just wanted to have jobs, make a little extra money. No? Oh.
My dad wasn't a self-made anything. He works in a gas station.
Oh.
I won a scholarship to Springfield U, and that's why I have to keep my grades up, or they're going to kick me out of my rear. Do you want to dance?
No, thanks. No, thanks.
Come on.
No, really, no.
Why not?
I'm pregnant.
Oh. Well, it was nice talking to you. See you around again, I hope.